Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's Quantum Fiber Optic Network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. More at smithville.net. Siam House, offering Thai fine dining and takeout, including stir-fries, curry dishes, and banana fritters as featured in Bon Appetit. Lunch buffet 11 to 3 p.m. weekdays, corner of 4th and Dunn. IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. publichealth.indiana.edu. And WTIU members, thank you.
We are already halfway through the summer, but there are still so many activities to enjoy, Pam.
That's right, Joe, and tonight we are bringing inspiration to get you out into your community. We'll meet an incredible young woman whose life has been dedicated to service. Visit the first annual Bug Fest for a very squirmy Joe Goes. Join Annie Corrigan for a delicious and sweet New Earth Eats. And welcome a surprising blues duo that will rock your socks off. So stay tuned for an exciting new weekly special. Hi, I'm Pam Thrash.
And I'm Joe Wren. We hope everyone had a fun and safe July 4th.
And of course, we have to thank the men and women who have sacrificed so much for this country. And our first story is about one Indiana woman who is making sure they aren't forgotten.
Most high school graduates are busy packing boxes for college, but Fort Wayne's Allison Mansfield isn't your typical graduate. Instead, she's spending her summer as she has for nearly half her life, packing care packages and holding garage sales for her organization, Operation U.S. Support Troops.
When I was a fifth grader at a Boyd Elementary School, we participated in this program called We the People Project Citizen. And one of the assignments for this unit was to write an essay about someone you thought exhibited civic virtue, which was putting the good of others before yourself. So, a lot of my friends wrote about like Oprah or Jerry Lewis or, celebrities who had, philanthropic efforts that they were working for. But through my church, I had actually heard about this soldier who was really injured while serving in Iraq a couple weeks prior. So I actually ended up interviewing him over the telephone.
That brief conversation turned into a lifelong friendship when Allison and her family had the opportunity to meet Sergeant Slatzer at the Walter Reed Medical Center for Veterans Day that same year.
Meeting Sergeant Slatzer was just extraordinary. I've never met anyone like him. Basically, he lost half his skull and part of his hearing, and he had shrapnel in his neck. But despite all of these terrible injuries, he was literally sitting there with his skull caved in. He, had a really positive attitude, continually witnessed about God and was really faithful to his country. So, especially as a fifth grader, that really changed my life perspective, and that was really a good example for me. So I realized that because there are other soldiers like Sergeant Slatzer, I wanted to do something to thank them. So that's kind of how this whole thing got started.
When she returned home, Allison started her first support drive, collecting more than 500 Girl Scout cookies and letters of support to send overseas. But a chance encounter catapulted her efforts onto the national stage.
So around 2007, I had kept up with the Girl Scout cookies and the letter collection drives, and I think I tacked on, collecting toiletries and soaps and things like that to send overseas. But I was at the post office making a shipment of those items, and I got talking with the lady at the register, and she had a family member or a friend who was serving overseas, and she was like, one of the things they really appreciate getting is wool socks. And I was like, really? In Afghanistan, they need wool socks? But in the cold mountainous regions of the country, that's something they actually do need a lot. So that was when I started collecting the warm wool socks to give to soldiers overseas. I asked somebody from our local newspaper, the Journal Gazette, to write, a quick article just stating what I was doing and suggesting people donate items from the community. And by some, weird stroke of luck, that was picked up by the Associated Press. And so then the next couple of weeks, I was getting calls from like San Francisco and like New York and people in, you know, Texas who were wondering how they could donate socks. So that kind of was the catalyst for the project becoming a nationwide initiative, and it's continued to grow from there.
With the nationwide exposure, donations started pouring in. As of January 2013, Allison has collected and shipped over 12,000 pairs of socks to soldiers serving in Afghanistan and Iraq. Over the years, Allison has continued to find new ways to help. Recently, she collaborated with the Fort Wayne Museum of Art, as well as other local artists, to create over 1,000 coloring books for Afghan children.
In my correspondence with soldiers, one of the things I really learned was that oftentimes they ask for like small toys or like beanie babies that they can carry around in their backpacks to hand out to the Afghan children as like gestures of goodwill. So I thought that was really neat because, you know, everybody loves stuffed animals, and that was a good way to create those positive international relations. So I kind of liked that idea, and I wanted to build off of that. A project I started was a coloring book project for the Afghan children. So it was my favorite one because it works so closely with the children, and too just because art's kind of a personal passion of mine. I guess I've just been like really thankful to my community, and not only people in Fort Wayne, although they've been really, really helpful, but just people from all around the country have really stepped up to the plate and have you know, contributed their time, monetary gifts, or just items that they'd like to donate, and that's the whole reason this project's been possible. So I've been really grateful for that, and it's been really cool to see all of those pieces come together. A lot of the stuff I'm sending overseas in these care packages, I really take for granted, you know, like shampoo or soap or things like that. But you know, I've gotten letters from soldiers saying like, hey, I've been washing my hair with a bar of soap for 3 weeks. Thank you so much for this hotel shampoo you sent over. And it really puts things in perspective and makes you realize how much they appreciate getting those things. I got a letter from a soldier around Christmas time once that said like, you know, when you're all the way over here, sometimes it feels like the world has forgotten about you. So that's kind of the purpose of Operation U.S. Troop Support as a whole, just to let the soldiers know that we haven't forgotten about them and that we appreciate their sacrifices.
And if you'd like to help Allison continue her efforts, visit OperationTroopSupport.org. That's just an amazing story of that young woman. And she actually received a Christopher Reeves Award just for her effort.
Isn't it so energizing to see these youth making a difference?
Absolutely. I love that. And a lot of people celebrated this weekend, grilling out. And Joe, I hear you had the quite the barbecue at the Bug Fest.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it that, but let's check it out and see.
Okay.
I'm entomologist Tom Turpin from Purdue University, and today Joe goes to eat a bug.
Well, here we are at the first ever Bloomington Bug Fest, and I'm joined here by Dr. Tom Turpin, who came all the way down from West Lafayette to show us how to eat bugs. Is that right?
Exactly. We're
Why?
talking about eating insects.
Why?
Well, because the United Nations says we're going to solve the world food crisis by eating insects.
Are they nutritional?
Very nutritional. They're high in protein, they're high in fiber, so the United Nations might have a good idea here.
Well, I see we have some peanut butter and ketchup and even some spinach. What kind of recipe are you going to cook up for us here?
Well, what we're doing today is a very simple saute a few mealworms in a butter resource. But I think maybe we ought to start off, Joe, by just eating them raw. Here, would you care
I don't
for
know.
one? Okay, Joe, what we're going to do is actually put a few of these mealworms imported from California.
Okay.
But we're going to put them into the butter substitute here. So do you like them raw or
No.
medium well or well done?
Normally medium well. Let's make these well done.
Okay, and here we have
They're still
a
moving.
nice, no, they're not moving.
Okay.
They're not, they're actually just drying out.
Just like potato chips,
Like
right?
potato chips.
Yeah.
These are potato chips with a head and a tail and 6 legs.
Oh, thanks for adding that.
Yeah, so here we go.
Okay.
Oh, they're a little
Little
warm.
warm
so,
still,
yeah,
it's
well,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they're better warm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, oh, you took a whole handful.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't eat just one.
They're chewy.
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 Did you get that sort of that internal flavor, that little
Oh, yeah.
that little
Yeah.
so should we say the guts of the insect?
Is that what that
oh,
is?
yeah, that's the good part. That gives them the unusual flavor that you're tasting.
Good. Not bad, not bad.
This is the latest thing, I think, for the next Purdue IU basketball game.
There we go. The loser has to eat these.
Exactly.
I'll take you up on that this fall. How's
That'll
that?
be the best.
Well, thank you so much for being here today and taking some time out. This has been very educational.
Well, here, go ahead and eat these. I found they aren't worth a darn warmed over in the microwave.
One more.
Yeah, have one for the road.
I'm Joe Wren, and I survived Joe Goes to Eat a Bug.
Wow.
Now, I should say that, Pam, you were there as well.
Yes, yeah.
And for moral support, thank you. What did you think? Because
Well,
you tried a bug, too.
I tried a worm too. You know, I thought if you could do it, I can do it. My son did it. Actually, the camera, everybody did it.
Everybody did.
For you.
And it's on our website,
Yes.
weeklyspecial.org, if you want to see Pam eat a bug and our crew. It's a good TV.
Bad aftertaste, I was saying.
But Annie is here with us again, and I suspect she's going to share some ideas that are just a little bit more appetizing.
Yeah, honey, right?
Okay, we can
everyone
do that.
Get on board
Yeah.
for some honey, maybe. We visited Hunter's Honey Farm, and it's a place where you can get these big old jars of honey. Visit Bees, one of the few places in the area where you can actually see beehives in action. It's safe, it's fun, there's a lot to see. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Beekeeping has been in my family for over 100 years, about 103. My grandfather started back in 1910. Then my mother started keeping bees. So since my family was in the beekeeping, I have memories of working in the bees, getting stung, not being able to go to school because my eyes were swelled shut. I remember extracting the honey, eating the honey raw out of the hive. Even to this day, when I walk into the honey house and smell the fresh honey, it still brings back memories working with my grandfather. And so it's nice to be part of the family tradition and have those memories. I would say that beekeeping is an art, more than a science. When a person starts in beekeeping, they're very frightened, as most people would be, and they usually put on the entire suit and the veil and the gloves and the smoker, and they're very cautious. But I strongly recommend that a beekeeper, as they work in the bees, start moving slowly, listen to the bees, watch the bees, and maybe take off one glove, and then take off the other glove, and just slowly over time, get to the point where they can work with just the smoker, because when you do that, you are working with the bees. The more time you spend with them, the more you listen to them. You literally can, by the sound, by the pitch of their buzz, you can tell what type of mood that they're in. Or you can also tell what problems are in the hive just by the sound of it. You can also tell problems they're having by the smell of the hive. It is very difficult now to be a beekeeper financially because of the problems that we're having with the hives dying off. And so the more support we get, not only financially, but just people understanding that the bees need to be protected, that we need to minimize our use of pesticides and GMOs, things like that, then it's going to help the beekeeper and help the honeybees out. Because since the honeybees do 80% of the insect pollination, they're very important for us to have around. And that's a big part of what we do, moving our hives to apples and to watermelons. And that's why we don't have very many hives actually on our farm, because they're out around the state. When you think of all the products that a beehive can produce, I find it fascinating of what I can make out of those products. So I started playing with beeswax lip balm and honey mustard and honey teriyaki. And then to see the eyes of the public when they also realize what you can make out of honey. And so I enjoy that contact with the public, with the customer, introducing them to the wonderful world of honey. And they realize that honey is a wholesome product, that we basically extract it and put it in a jar and add a label. And that's pretty much all that we do.
And if you'd like to try some honey for yourself, visit huntershoneyfarm.com. Now, the thing I think I took away from that segment is that bees don't just make honey, they're responsible for pollinating the majority of the crops around the state. So no bees, no food. I think that's a real connection that people can make. And if you want to see the bees in action, as we said, visit the farm. It's very cool to see.
Now, speaking of
them do it.
flowers, I hear you have an interesting recipe.
Yeah, so flowers are beautiful and they smell great, but they can also taste great. And Chef Orr has some cool ideas for how to incorporate flowers into your cooking. So let's take a look. We're downtown Bloomington, Indiana at Farm Bloomington. Chef Daniel Orr is here with us, surrounded by beautiful flowers because it is spring. Flowers, you know, we can eat them. They're not just garnish anymore. So, you know, we're going to talk about 3 different flowers here that you like to cook with.
Yeah, well, we've got some great flowers here. The ones that I really love are nasturtiums. They have a real peppery flavor. They're great on top of salads. You can decorate desserts, granites, ices, that kind of thing. They're they have kind of a sweet, peppery flavor. And you can eat the leaves of a nasturtium too. It does have that floral flavor, pepperiness, kind of like a watercress a little bit.
I love that.
So wonderful on salads, great on desserts. The marigold, a lot of people don't know that marigolds are edible. They use these a lot in Mexico. And the best way to use these is kind of as a garnish. What I like to do is to take off the stem. They're very strong, so you've got to separate them out. If you have a rice pilaf, or let's say a green pea salad, or some other kind of a salad, you can just sprinkle these marigold flavors. You don't want to use a whole lot, just put the petals on top and use those. Again, you can smell how beautiful and floral they are. Another thing is kale flowers. Kale is a cruciferous vegetable, like a broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and these taste a lot like broccoli. So if you want to give that a try.
You're not kidding.
Right. So again, these are great sprinkled on things. Great in cold soups. If you make a chilled potato soup, be nice to put a few of those on top. Again, on salads. This is a little more savory, so you'd want to use them in savory dishes. Or even if you make some broccoli or something like that, you could sprinkle a few of the kale flowers on top. You've got all these other great flowers. You have the basil flowers. You always want to pick the basil flowers off the top so your plant kind of spreads out. But don't just throw them away. Don't put them in the compost. Use them in vinaigrettes. Sage is wonderful to use in stuffings on chicken. I even like to take a bunch of those and roast a whole chicken on top of it. If you have a lot of it out in the garden, cut it down, put it in the bottom of the roasting pan, put your whole chicken on it, roast it off. It's going to perfume from the bottom up. Delicious.
Now, if I'm going to a restaurant and I see flowers on my plate, can I assume that those are edible?
Traditionally, in good, fine cooking, anything that's on the plate is edible. So don't just push that parsley off to the side. That's meant at the end of your meal to pop that in your mouth, and it's a breath cleanser.
All right, so we've got nasturtiums, marigolds, a bunch of other ideas for not just looking at flowers, but eating them.
Yep.
This is great. Thanks, Chef.
Enjoy them with all your senses.
Absolutely.
You can learn more about real food and green living on the Earth Eats website. Print off recipes, read the latest in food news, and subscribe to our weekly podcast. It's all available at eartheats.org.
Well, Annie, we are very excited to try that out. Who knew? I always wondered about that.
There you go.
Thanks so much for joining us
My
again.
pleasure.
And Joe, I am excited about introducing our next musical guests. We'll let them set up as you learn more about the Sad Sam Blues Jam.
She got a guitar for Christmas. Then she put down the guitar too. So I was like the little sister in the background, like, ooh, I need to play this guitar while she's not looking, you know? And then we started on jazz, and then I heard Eric Clapton, and he kind of opened up the blues world for me. And ever since, I've been more into the blues, but jazz definitely has a little place in both of our hearts. Being sisters definitely has its pros and cons. It's not like we have to get together and learn how the other one works. She's just downstairs. I lived with her for 16 years. I know how she works. I'll go like this with my bass and she'll know, okay, we're gonna get quiet now. Like, it's kind of nice to know that there's at least one person who knows everything I do. It's brought us even closer. Blues and jazz are the two genres of music where you really get to hear the musician's voice. We both have kind of an older soul, so to speak. We'd rather listen to, the old guys from the 1920s doing their recordings with just the one mic in the one room and just to get that real intimate feeling. It's about life stories, and I'm only 16, she's only 17, and so people say, how can you play the blues? How can you play jazz? You haven't gone through enough pain and suffering, but it's just real for me. It can make you laugh, it can make you cry, it can make you smile.
it just, people started knowing us more and hearing about us. And we were the crazy girls who played guitar and bass, like who played blues and jazz.
No, girls don't do that. So it was kind of like, yay.
I never thought that my little obsession with my little acoustic guitar, you know, in 3rd grade would actually amount to anything.
People just, they don't expect girls to be A, interested in blues, B, playing guitar and bass like we do, or C, actually be able to perform the blues that's interesting and fun to watch and fun to listen to and sounds like what it should.
And now, the Sad Sam Blues Jam.
Well, you come on board, oh so fast and strong. I never thought I'd be writing this song, but from the way you treated me, oh so poorly, don't you know that it's the end of the story, baby? You can't fool me no more, because when I turn around, there's a line of girls out your door. Well, now it all makes sense, all them wonderful nights. You were over there home, some other girl, oh so tight. When I asked, hey sugar, heard tonight was a hit. You looked straight at me, said, babe, don't worry about it. Oh, now, baby, you can't fool me no more, because when I turn around, there's a line of girls out your door. Well, you said it was all because of me. Last time I checked, I'm not the one who's cheating. With your twisted words and your big brown eyes, you promised me the truth, but I know it's all lies, because the truth ain't your friend. Remember you said this happened not once, not twice, babe, but again and again. Now all them girls weren't so crazy after all. They just made that same mistake of seeing you walk down that hall. Now, baby, you can't fool me no more, because when I turn around, there's a lot of girls out your door. The next one's already there. I ended it with you to get you out of my hair. I told her you were trouble, babe. I tried my best, but the next time I saw you, she had a hand on your chest. I bid you farewell, I pity you, fool. Did you learn them words back in your Catholic school? You said I was great, boy. You said I was nice. Stupid me forever thinking twice. So now, baby, you can't fool me no more, because when I turn around, there's a lot of girls. When I turn around, there's a lot of girls. Babe, when I turn around, there's a lot of girls out your door.
Right, very
awesome.
nice.
That was
Great
awesome.
job.
That was so awesome. Thank you
Nice.
so much, ladies. If you would like to groove out to the Sad Sam Blues Jam, visit their Facebook page for their latest schedule. And remember to check out our website for their full performances, plus lots of bonus videos from tonight's show.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a great night, and once again, the Sad Sam Blues Jam.
The first time I saw you, I didn't know what to do, baby. I was so in love, oh, I was so in love with you. Now, baby, ooh, baby, won't you just come over here and be with me? Oh, now I saw you walk in just the other day with this look of pain spread all across your face. Now, baby, ooh, baby, won't you just come over here and be with me? Oh, this crazy love has got me so damn blind. I wouldn't know it hit me if it hit me in the eye, baby. There's just one more thing that I need you to know. Don't you ever leave me, don't you ever let me go. Now why do your eyes shine so bright? And how do you take this pain from my life? Oh no, baby, oh yes, now baby, won't you just come over here and be with me?
Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's Quantum Fiber Optic Network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. More at smithville.net. Siam House, offering Thai fine dining and takeout, including stir-fries, curry dishes, and banana fritters as featured in Bon Appetit. Lunch buffet 11 to 3 p.m. weekdays, corner of 4th and Dunn. IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. publichealth.indiana.edu. And WTIU members, thank you.